Hi, my name is Jeff Barton, and I've been coming to this church for I think about 18 years. I'm not sure. So I guess I'll start by asking, so who are we when we are at our best? When I think about why I support the church financially, I think back to about 15 years ago when we were updating our long-term strategic plan. We had hired a consultant to give us some guidance, and I thought the most beneficial thing he said was to think about who we were when we were at our best, rather than what we need to fix. Understand what makes us great, and then lean into those things. I thought it was a great way to think about it, and it illuminated all the wonderful things this church did then and it does now. Be that providing a community with shared values, economic or social justice work, faith formation, caring for one another, or a whole host of other ways. More personally, this church has benefited my family in so many ways. My daughters came up through the faith formation program, which challenged them to think through their beliefs, including standing in front of the congregation right here, as part of the coming of age program, and state what they held dear. What were the internal beacons they used to guide their days? They participated in the youth groups, and they went on rebuilding trips to New Orleans, where they experienced firsthand the unequal recovery depending upon the economic or racial status of the residents. This church also lifted up my family as my late wife, Nancy, fought through the cancer that plagued her for 10 years. And then it tenderly held us in the aftermath of Nancy's death. And then this church was instrumental in pulling me out of the darkness within which I sat several years later. Reverend Heather visited with me. She listened and then shared her own history and helped me see that I was not as alone as I thought. In essence, and Nathan speak, let her light out of her cracks into mine. Then Heather invited me to participate in the Coming of Age program. And it was there that I fully realized that I didn't need to walk alone. And it reinstilled the courage to fully address life, because I knew that others were there walking beside me. And it's why I was ready when Chance brought Karen and I together at a potluck table at Unity Hall right downstairs 6 years ago. And now we are blessed to have a wonderful, loving, blended family that includes 13 at our dinner table when everyone's there. This church provided a community for my family to come together with others to have fun, break bread, assist others, learn about ourselves, and broaden our perspective beyond the homogeneity so often found in the suburbs. So, asking people for money is never easy or particularly comfortable. But I stand before you because I wanted to share how this church helps me be my best self. And I ask you all to think through the same. How does this church help you? If it does, join me in providing the means to enable this church to not just survive, but to thrive, to individually and collectively be our best selves.